Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today's episode is a plant update video. If you hear some noises outside, it's because it's the tree guys on the other side of the neighborhood creating some noise. So that's the sound if you hear it. So first, like always, we're gonna get started with the rose stems that I currently have. Again, by the end of this month, I should be able to tell if this is a success or not, but everything looks the same. There's nothing happening. I do have my roses outside, and when I go to show you the mother aloe plant, I will definitely show you my poinsettias outside and my roses outside as well. So now we're gonna go into the Easter and Christmas cactuses. So first, we're gonna go with the Easter, and look at this guy growing so much. It just needs to be watered. That's pretty much it with this one today. No new signs of growth, but that's all you can expect at this point for the Easter cactuses. They're not going to be showing much improvement besides growing new leaves. So then we got these two small Easter cactuses right there. They are growing quite well. We got some new leaves popping up, and this one still wants to lay on its side. This one says, "I'm lazy." It's my lazy one, but it's still growing. It's growing new leaves, so that works for me. So now we're gonna move on to the Christmas cactuses. So here's this big guy. So probably around, depending on your climates, whenever the time of year it gets cold, that's when you want to start putting it in the coldest room in your house, which are to be the garage, or I'll probably just set them by the back door at night when I go to bed. So what you want to do then is you just want to put them in the coldest room, or put it by the back door where they're going to receive lots of cold air overnight while you sleep, and then bring them back out in the sun in the morning. So definitely what you want to do. This guy's growing like crazy. We got lots and lots of new leaves, which is amazing. That's what you want to see right now. It's July right now, which means it's insane. But yeah, right now for Christmas cactuses in the month of July, you just want to water them and fertilize them every 2 weeks. Like always, all the fertilizers I use are going to be in the description below, so you can definitely click those links if you want to see the fertilizers that I use for all my plants. So we got this guy right here. I don't see any new growth yet, but I'm quite okay with that. As long as it's not showing me signs of stress and it's dying off, I'm okay with it. So we got this last Christmas cactus right here. This is the one that has been growing leaves like crazy. So we still got these guys right here growing, which is very good. And they're all telling me they need water right now, which is what I will do right after I'm done talking to you guys. So now we're gonna move on to the aloe. So here's the two baby aloes right here. They want to grow on their side, apparently. Apparently it wants to grow on its side. I'm totally cool with that. They got plenty of room to grow right now. So they're just growing new leaves, which is amazing, which is what you want. And again, once I finish with the orchids and talk about the orchids, I will take you guys outside to show you the mother aloe plant and her babies, the poinsettias I have planted outside, and the roses I have planted outside. So those are definitely ones I'm going to show you as soon as I'm done talking about my orchids. So now we're moving on to the phalaenopsis orchids. And these guys are growing like crazy. The leaves are growing, flower spec looks the same. The roots are growing. I have a leaf that's yellowing, but it's the bottom leaf. It's totally normal to have the bottom leaf start yellowing off and dying. That's totally normal if it's the bottom leaf of the orchid that does that, but if it's like one of the middle or top layers of the leaf doing that, then that's a sign of concern for me. So here we have this beautiful orchid. We still got the flower spike growing nicely. We got the leaves growing quite well. no new signs that I can tell of new leaves. The roots are growing quite well. I have this root right here that wants to grow in the air right there. Don't know why, but it does. That's the thing with these, with all orchids actually. Some roots will go in the air, some will not. It's just what they want to do. So we got this guy, we got this nice leaf that is growing right now. We got this flower spike that's still growing. We got this aerial root that keeps growing up, 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 up. But right now we got the roots look good, the leaves look good. Everything is looking good right now. Now we go on to my next orchid, and we have this guy who's growing a leaf right here. So you guys can see it's growing a new leaf. And the flower, the leaves, not the flowers, but the leaves are growing quite nicely. We got this big old flower spike right here that it continues to stay nice and green and grows. And then we got these aerial roots right here. We got some extended roots. I got a new root coming in I just noticed. It's barely visible, but right now it's just barely coming in. So the difference between a root growing and a flower spike growing is that the root will go through the leaves to come out. The flower spikes usually grow in between the leaves. So if it's coming through the leaf, you know that's a root, but if it's coming in between the leaves, then that is a sign that it's a flower spike, and you should be very, very happy. I know I would be. So this is my baby orchid. I say it's my baby orchid because it's the smallest out of the bunch. And right now it's growing quite well. We got an extending root right there. We have this root growing, hopefully down. The more roots I have in the water, the better. And then on these guys, we got extending roots right there, which is amazing and is what I want. So it's awesome to have roots that are continuously growing or they're sprouting off new roots from the same one. It's always amazing. It's always something that you want to have. So here is the final orchid of my group right here, and right now it's growing quite well. We still got this leaf growing, we still have roots growing, hopefully down. It looks like it's starting to come down, so that's always a good sign for it to be coming down right there. And got a secondary root growing, so I got two roots on that side that are starting to come in nicely. So what I want to see, I want to see roots coming in, and looks like this leaf is yellowing as well. That's totally fine because it's the bottom leaf. As long as it's the bottom leaf, I'm totally okay with it. So those are my orchids, and now I'm going to take you guys outside to show you the mother aloe plant, the poinsettias, and the roses. So see you guys in just a sec. Okay guys, as you can see, this is the mother aloe plant. You can see there's been quite a bit of damage. I cut off just a couple of the leaves from last week, and she seems to be growing quite well. I'm not too worried at this point. She has a couple new leaves coming out there. And so we have this baby right here. We have another baby right here. Got two over here. And as you can see, there's one sprouting out. And over here we have my poinsettias that I planted. As you can see, they're growing quite well right now. That's what you want to see right now, is these poinsettias growing quite well. As you can see, this guy's growing quite well as well. Right now, all you can expect with the poinsettias is nice, beautiful green leaves. That's all you want to see right now. And now we're moving on to my roses. They are looking quite pretty, aren't they? Growing new leaves. I was scared because I thought this one was a goner, but as you can see, it's growing right back. I love it. Okay guys, that is it for my plants outside. As you can see, they're all growing quite well and very beautiful. And again, all the fertilizers that I currently use will be in the description below. There'll also be a link to my temperature and humidifier tracker little thing that I use to track the humidity level for my orchids and the temperature to make sure they're all in the right state of temperature at this point, which definitely comes in handy when it gets colder outside. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it, share it to grow our community, and subscribe if you are new here. Hit that bell right beside that subscription bar so you never miss a video, and I will see you guys next week.